Hello Southies, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ceci and today you're watching a speed build, and this speed build is a part of a collab that I am involved in with the Simmer streamers and YouTubers Facebook page. I will put the link in the description below. Each month they do a collab with a different theme, and of course since it's December we are doing a Christmas theme, and there are a bunch of us content creators who've come together to create little Christmas houses for you all to enjoy, and I'm really excited. I've done a collab with them before, but it's been a while, mostly because I'm horrible at deadlines and I always feel bad if I can't make a deadline. But I've had some time to kill, so I thought I would be a part of this particular collab. I was gonna make a Christmas build anyway, so I will put all of the links in the description of all the awesome creators below. But as you can see, the structure of this house has already come together, and this is a very modern house set in Windenburg. I think on the 20 by 20 lot. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can put it in whatever lot you'd like. But I thought it would be a really cool spot because there's a lot of woods and trees around. And I love looking at an ultra modern house amongst the woods. I think there's just something really pleasing to that. And this particular house, I wanted it to look like it was made out of all natural materials, woods, concrete, that type of thing. And I love a good concrete house, and I love a good black house too. I'm probably a weirdo for saying that, but you go on Pinterest and you see these beautiful concrete houses, these beautiful black houses, and I just think they're absolutely gorgeous, especially used in the ways that I see them. Kind of used in the ways that I'm doing it right now, but I will, if I can remember, which I think I did, I will put up the inspiration photo of this for this house. It's not exactly the house, again, it's just inspiration, but look at that beautiful black house amongst those beautiful trees, and it's snowy and it's perfect and it's amazing. And so yeah, and so the family in this house are the Lambert, I think it's pronounced Zhang family. So Leo, Kaylee, and baby Speedy, and they are a unmarried couple who have a little boy, and they are hopeful to have another child. So there will be 3 bedrooms in this house, along with a formal sort of great room, which is this concrete column right here in the center, and then a kitchen, and then a family room that has the little the stove, wood burning stove on the side there. But I really love this house. I've been playing in it a little bit. I had to kind of play in it so I could put all the decorations up and everything, and I've been playing with this family because they're really fun. Leo is a architect slash painter, so in the story of this house he designed this house, and Kaylee is a musician, so she works from home because she takes care of baby Speedy. Leo, I would say he kind of splits his time between home, and then he has a workshop somewhere in Windenburg as well. So he's not always at home. But yeah, this house, I love it so much. As you see, I'm working on the kitchen, and when I was putting together this kitchen, all I kept thinking was, I wish we had a kitchen set that looked like concrete. I know that that's weird. Trust me. Google it. Pinterest it. Concrete countertops. Concrete kitchens. They're beautiful if done correctly. And that's just really what I wanted, but I settled for the beautiful Snowy Escape countertops that I think are probably some of the best counters that we have in the game. What's really cool about them is there are tons of slots underneath in the little shelving areas. So I feel like this family is very minimalistic and they don't like a lot of clutter. So I put a bunch of stuff underneath those shelves so that the cabinets, or sorry, the countertops were as clutter-free as possible. So that's kind of my vibe for this house, was minimal living, not a lot of stuff, not a lot of Christmas decorations. I know, I swear I'm going to have a super gaudy Christmas build next week that I think all of you will love. But in this house, I wanted it to be very simplistic decorations because, I don't know, I thought it would be pretty, and I'm kind of on a minimalism kick right now. Like, I am decluttering my life. If you follow me on Twitter, then you might have seen me post a photo of 5 large black trash bags worth of clothes, and I'm so excited to get rid of those. I've already started to create a capsule wardrobe, and I think I'm going to showcase it on the channel, kind of showcase my journey to minimalism here on the channel. Let me know down below if you'd like to see that. Even if you don't, I'm going to do it anyway. But I am showcasing the bathroom. I normally don't showcase bathrooms, but this was a fun bathroom. It's wood with a nice sort of a tiled floor. And I thought that this was really cute, cool looking bathroom, so I wanted to leave it in the footage. And yeah, like I said, wanted to keep this house very minimalistic as possible. It looks expensive, so that's why I put the expensive looking cars in front of this house, because the house itself just looks like it costs money. I think overall it doesn't cost that much. I think it's under 100,000 simoleons, but I wanted it to look like this is a pricey house. I think it's like 85, maybe a little less. I don't know. I didn't check it before I started this, but yeah. And so here we have the more formal area where the tree is and the dining table is. Again, more natural materials. I did have to look up sort of inspiration to figure out how to decorate a concrete room, and I found some really good pictures, and I think it turned out really well. It looks like a really cool place. This room, this is the family room. This is my favorite room in the house. It is so, I'm patting myself on the back. I don't need you guys to pat me on the back. I'm patting myself on the back because I love this room so much. So we have this little console set up with the TV, and then all of Kaylee's music is in here, all of her guitars and her piano. And I'm not going to do it on screen, but off screen, instead of putting a toy box, I sized up one of those little jungle adventure baskets, and I put a lot of little toys in it for Speedy to play with. Now, he plays with it, and because there's not a toy box, he just puts it in his pocket, so it shows up in his inventory. But for the aesthetic, I thought that would be really cool. So if you download this house, that'll be set up like that. But yeah, this room, I imagine, is where the family spends most of their time. This is where Kaylee does her music, and where baby Speedy sort of plays. And at nighttime, in the winter, they cozy up by the fire and they watch movies and they listen to music and they just sort of hang out. Maybe Leo kind of sits and sketches out designs. And yeah, so I love this house so much. I think it turned out really great. I keep saying that because it's so true. So let's see, any housekeeping items going on in my life? I am working on another LP. I know I keep teasing a third LP on this channel, and then I don't do it. I even tease the 2 that I have on here. I take a while to get them done. That's just because I want to get them out and get them right. Like I actually filmed a bunch for Happy Messes, went back to listen to the footage and realized that the audio of the game was way too loud. And I did release one of the videos, but even a commenter was like, the audio's too loud. I was like, I know, I tried to fix it, but it was like 3 hours worth of footage, and I didn't want to just lose it all, but I went ahead and scrapped it because it couldn't be salvaged. It just couldn't be salvaged. And that's the pain of content creation. You think that you're gonna put out something good and then it turns out horrible. Or at least the first attempt will turn out horrible. So yeah, I don't even know. I can't even explain it. I think it's because I ended up, my laptop a few weeks ago crapped out on me. I had to go send it off. I had formatted it before I sent it off in the hopes that that would fix it. The audio messed up and that didn't work. And so when I got everything back, I had to reload all my software, reload all my games, my save files, all of that. And I didn't adjust everything properly to make sure that everything was working properly. So my bad, but it should be good now. I've put out a couple of LPs and it's working now. So yay, your ears won't get blown off by watching my LPs and you'll be able to hear me talk. But as you can see, I am just sort of cluttering up the build, putting little Christmas decorations here and there. I sized down that tree. I'm so happy it's sized down properly because sometimes you get a really harsh, gross shadow. And I didn't get that, so yay. And now I'm working on this room. It took a lot of effort, to be quite honest, to not go crazy with the direct decorations, because normally in a Christmas build, which the last Christmas build I did was last Christmas, and I cluttered that build up with decorations. The upcoming Christmas build that I'm going to put out on the channel here shortly was the same, and I ended up having to delete stuff because my Sims couldn't get around because there was too much stuff blocking their path. So you'll see that probably in the same week, because this is going to be the 21st, so a few days and Christmas will be out, or Christmas will arrive. So I might just release that build on Christmas Day. And when you're done hanging out with your family and eating all your good food, you can sit down and watch it. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, you could sit down and watch it. Or do whatever you want. So yeah. Like I said, this is a 3-bedroom house. And Kaylee and Leo are not married, but I do have the toddler's room, and then I'm going to have a baby's room as well. And the reason I didn't make them married, I haven't married Sims in a really long time. At first I was like, they're not into marriage, they're just into being with each other. And now I'm like, I want to get them married because I love the wedding animation, and I just want to see a Sim get married. Like I said, I haven't been able to marry my Sims in a really, really long time. But right now I'm working on the backyard. I thought putting this little patio sort of setup in the back would be really cool. Just a place that they hang out with friends when they come over. I don't think that they have a lot of people come over. They're not really an entertaining couple. Like, they're not going to invite scores of people to their home, because I feel like their home is really their refuge. And especially for Kaylee, she works here, she's here all of the time, and she's very neat, and she likes things done a certain way. And I think the idea of having a bunch of people in her house kind of freaks her out a little bit. So I would think that even when there's something to celebrate or something to go on, they would much rather rent out a space at a local restaurant or go to a bar and do it there, and not necessarily have a bunch of people in their home. As you can see, the bathroom, I changed that wallpaper from the Spa Day wallpaper to the Eco Lifestyle wallpaper because I just thought it looks better with the house. But yeah, there are a few entertaining spaces in and around the house, but I don't think that there are a couple that entertains a lot. And if they do, it's a very, very small, close-knit group of people that get their little quirks, because I am going to put, I think, a fire pit at the front of the home. There's some extra seating. What was really funny when I was player testing in the house, Speedy, the toddler, sat down on one of those little ottomans. So he was like in the cabinet sitting on the ottoman, but I thought that was cool or cute. And I got those vertical planter boxes, which I keep forgetting about. I keep forgetting about those vertical planter boxes, but I think they're so handy and they're so sleek and they're really good for when you have sort of a smaller space and you don't want to take up too much room with those huge planter boxes that we have in the game. And so I just set those up because they live so far away. They probably do a lot of their own gardening and things like that to try and sort of sustain themselves, and maybe go into town to buy groceries and things once every couple of weeks. So yeah, so now I'm working on Leo and Kaylee's room, and again I wanted it to feel very minimal and very light. I use this cats and dogs bed, which is one of my favorite beds in the game, and this is one of my favorite swatches. I wanted that back wall to be made of sort of a natural wood material, so I don't stick with this one. I go with a different one. I think I go with the spooky stuff pack wall, which I had went with on the house, but then as I was kind of looking at it, it kind of has sort of an ashiness to it when it's in black, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just really wanted this house to look really sleek, and so I switched it for a spa day wood looking black wall cover on the outside. So instead of a walk-in closet, I thought I would do this little setup here, kind of do something a little different and a little unique. Put a little vanity there with some hanging clothes. Again, they're very minimal. I don't think they'd have a closet full of clothes. I think that they'd have very few clothes, and you know, whenever they're tired of a particular piece of clothing, they get rid of it and they might replenish it, or if they are out and about and they see something that they like, they get it, but they gotta take something away. They use that method. And so I don't know, I put a lot of thought into these families, especially when I don't play with them a lot. Now I do try to put them in worlds in my LPs so that my other Sims that I do play with can play with them. But yeah, I don't always play with these families that I really do love them though. So now I'm working on Speedy's room. Speedy's bedroom is going to be the smaller room. I made the nursery the bigger room because it's slightly closer to the parents' room, the door anyway. And I wanted it to have a very neutral palette. I am not one to, I don't like the concept of genderizing babies as far as like having, because it's a girl it's pink, or because it's a boy let's make the room completely blue. I in my mind think you should wait until the child kind of tells you what they like before you start picking really hardcore colors. So I made it kind of neutral, sort of an elevated baby's room. I use this Island Living wallpaper because I feel like it'd probably be a really good fun texture that Speedy can feel on, and it's probably something that's durable and can withstand crayons and all the stuff that kids do to it. I use this little tablet because they're a rich family. Now I have this Eco Lifestyle light. I am going to get rid of it because every time I tried to get Leo or Kylie to put Speedy to bed, they act like they couldn't come into this room, and it's because of this stupid light. It's too low. And it doesn't make any sense. It should be able to fit, but it didn't fit, so I got rid of it. I think it's best in like a medium wall height, and this entire build is in a shorter wall height. So yeah, I just sort of did the standard black one that you see in the nursery. But yeah, I put a little bit of decorations in his room because I think that they really want to get him excited about Christmas. This is probably his very first Christmas, and they want to get him excited about it. And this is the nursery. I don't have Kylie pregnant in the game, so you're not going to see her pregnant in the screenshots, but I think that they'll be working towards getting pregnant. And I made all of the furniture in here white. And I did the little baby changing table trick that I like to do that I got, I want to say from Simlacy, and I don't know where she got it from. If she came up with it on her own, I'm not sure, but I think it's really cute and it brings a little bit of realism to the space, even though we can't change babies in a baby changing station. I did put the toddler toilet in the master bathroom because the family bathroom is too small, and the idea of putting the potty, the little toddler potty, in the bedroom is so gross to me. Just the idea of it is so disgusting. My youngest niece, she is potty training right now, and whenever she's at my parents', I try to help, and it's so cute when they're potty training, because you'll ask them, do you need to go? And they'll say yes, and then we go to the bathroom, and then we sit, and we sit, and we sit, and they do nothing. Because they don't really have to go to the bathroom. You just made the suggestion to go, and so they're gonna go. They probably already used it in their pull-up, but it's really fun to do the whole potty dance and clap when they make a potty. Like, who claps anymore? Like, wouldn't it be crazy if you were in a public bathroom and you peed, and all of a sudden people outside the stall just clapped for you, just went yay? I actually think that would be fun. So yeah, I put the little trees and everything in the room because I thought that would be cute, and I don't know, I really love this build. Like, I'm gonna probably play with this family on my own a little bit longer, especially because I want to get them married, but they don't have any friends right now, so I've got to get them friends so that they can invite friends to the wedding. And I might put pictures of them up on my Tumblr. I usually do my off-camera gameplay, and I put that on Tumblr. And yeah, so I'll probably do that. I even got like a wedding dress picked out for Kaylee, and a suit for Leo, and for Speedy. So they just need friends. They need people to invite to their wedding. They might get married at Gwendolyn Castle. Who knows? That is another build here on the channel that you should go check out because it's really amazing. But I am coming up to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by way of pressing the like button. Comment down below your thoughts on my build. Tell me what you're going to do for the holidays, how you celebrate. I would love to know. And if you haven't already and you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. I try to post every week, and I would love to have you become a part of the Southie family. As always, my name is Ceci, and I promise never to break your game. Bye.